Yeah, so just get yourself comfortable if you haven't already. Just find out what wiggles need to wiggle out. Get your shoulders comfortable, get your hips kind of placed. If there's a button or a waistband or something, a collar line that needs to be adjusted to be more comfortable, just do all of that. Take a moment to settle in. And there's no hard and fast rules about staying still for this meditation. Anywhere along the way, if you feel like you need to move or shift or change to be more comfortable, you just do that. If I, if you start snoring in today's class, I might just come over and put a hand on your ankle or wrist, and bring you back. And at the same time, there's also a place where your mind can kind of disconnect from the analytical part of your thinking, and you can just sort of go in and go down into your body and hear my voice and stay with me. But it's almost as if you get to ride along in la la land in between. And so we like la la land, to go for la la. And we'll start today's meditation, as we often do, with just an inventory of the body. And start at the toes. Just bring attention, toes, big toes, the other toes. You can wiggle your toes inside your socks or underneath the blanket or in the open air for a moment, and just feel your toes. And feel how there's almost a line of attention that goes from your brain down to your toes. And it must pass through the ball of the feet and the arches of your feet. Let your attention rest just there at the arches and the underneath of the foot, your heel. And really feel your heels against maybe the cushion of the chair or however it is. And feel your ankles and calves. Feel into shins and bring your attention up to your knees. And for a moment, just feel as if from your knees down to your feet, from your knees down to your feet with actually no real emergency. You just feel your body. Got toes, got feet, got calves, got knees. And you can just inventory if there's any tight or sore spots in the body. Not that you need to fix or evaluate, just notice. And bring attention to the strong muscles that form thighs, form your lat. And bring your attention to the back, the hamstrings. Bring your attention up to big, strong muscles of hips. Go inward to hip bones and pelvis, the sits bones, the sacrum, this bowl of your lower body, this very stable structure that holds you. And bring your attention just deep into the soft of the lower belly. And find out if you can feel the breath moving at the soft of the lower belly. Does it extend that far down? And it doesn't matter if the answer is right, yes or no. There's no right or wrong. And bring your attention to the small of your waist or the small of your back, the soft of the belly in front, maybe the waistband. Can you feel your breath at waistband? Can you feel your breath in the back of your body? And again, bring your attention up a little bit, sort of upper tummy, the base of the ribs. Do your ribs move while you breathe? Inhale, there's an expansion. Exhale, there's a fall. And if you bring your attention inward into your chest, can you actually feel your heartbeat? Can you feel it or hear it or have a sense of it? And does the heart feel relaxed or does it feel like there's tension at the heart? And what about the lungs and the breath? Does it feel relaxed or is it tense? Is the breath deep or shallow? Fast or slow? Labored or easy? Has something about your breathing changed just for having paid attention to it? And bring your attention further up, kind of behind your clavicles and into your neck. Can you feel the breath move at the top of the lungs there? Is there movement at neck or upper rib cage when you breathe? Can you feel the breath moving in the back of the passageways of mouth and nose? In fact, there's a passageway from the sort of the back of your mouth and nose to the ears, the eustachian tube that you clear when you take off in a plane or go diving. And does the breath even reach into that part of your body? Relax your ears. Relax the back of your head. Feel the heaviness of your head against the surface below it. Relax your temples and your cheeks and your teeth and your tongue. Relax your nose and let your eyes be very heavy. And if your eyes aren't already closed, you can just let the lids fall down and the eyes sink down into their socket and your head sink down either into your body or into the cushion below you. Let your forehead be soft, all the wrinkles softened. Relax every single follicle of hair on your head. Then bring your attention to the very tip top of your head, the seventh crown chakra. And just imagine that there's an energy center at the top of your head. Imagine or feel, either way is fine. And imagine that there's just this giant flower, this lotus flower blooming and opening. And bring your attention all the way up through the seventh crown chakra to eighth chakra, ninth, 10th, somewhere up above your head. Whereas the access point to superconscious self or source energy, sort of the deep quiet, the void of all creation, nothingness and everythingness at the same time. And just reaching out as if to get a sense of the depth of the beyondness. Bring your attention back down to seventh crown chakra at the top of your head. And just let this energy center, whether felt or imagined, or even if you just listen with a sense of curiosity and openness, let it be bright and spinning and brilliant and full and energized, rich and connected. And bring your attention just right straight down to sixth chakra, the third eye chakra in the center of your head. And this is a point at which you bring the super conscious knowingness of your true self into physical body. And you can let this chakra be wide open and brilliant and clean and bright. You can think the color purple, but a brilliant white light too. And let this sixth chakra of your mind seem to extend out beyond your ears, right and left, front and back, almost as if a giant a giant dish that's reaching up to read the sky. Just move the satellite dish of the sixth chakra just back and forth, just a little bit, reaching to the right and to the left. And then aim it so it's straight up through the crown chakra, through the tendril line that connects you into the allness that it is. And you might notice how curious it could be that a satellite dish that seems to point in one direction can actually reach out to the right, to the left, to the front, to the back, straight up, and then straight down below your body as well. And this satellite dish, almost as if having a million faces point in all directions, can start to bring a balance and an openness and a clarity and a knowingness of the vastness of existence. And within that, there's a perspective then as well about the simplicity of life, of being a human in a human body with a human condition and a human home and a human circumstance, got human jobs and human problems. Hmm. And then just bring your attention just down one more notch to throat chakra at the center of your body. You can think the color blue. And again, you can think this sort of brilliant, spinning, bright, pearlescent kind of flowing energy all at the throat chakra. And you can let the throat be balanced with the satellite dish of the sixth chakra, balanced with the brilliant open flower of the seventh chakra that somehow balances into the upper chakras of your body, as if to pull an energy down and in, as if to bring light and information and calm and perspective into the human experience, and a realization that everything is exactly as it's meant to be. You're exactly where you're meant to be in this particular life, to have this particular experience, and even it could be kind of fun. Hmm. And bring your attention just down one floor to the heart chakra. And as per the request to be down in the body, just sink your brain, sink your mind, sink your thoughts, sink all analysis, sink all thinking down to the heart. And in this moment, as we sit quietly with very little problems affecting our person on a quiet day in a quiet circumstance, you can notice how easy it is to inhabit your heart and how safe it is to inhabit your heart. How magnanimous the heart can be in this moment. And for some of you, feeling into your heart might be new or different. And a way that you can feel into your heart if you need to add more resources is to remember a time. Maybe you held a newborn baby, the beloved, up against your chest, and you just felt your heart swell with the love of it. Maybe it was a kitten or a puppy, or maybe it was a moment where you put your feet in the sand and the world felt okay. But find a memory of just deep love, whether it's another being, a point in nature, a starry night sky, a moment in music. It doesn't matter where you find the great love. Simply remember it and remember the feeling that you had. Yeah. And just feel your heart, your beautiful heart. If everyone in the world could get quiet enough to feel their heart, the world would be different. And so it's so extremely important that you've taken this journey today to your own heart. And sort of like the chakras up above, imagine just putting sort of a stir stick into the pot of your heart and get this heart energy flowing and moving, brilliant out to the front and the back, right side and left side, upside and downside. Sometimes the heart chakra is depicted with the color green, but you might find that it has other colors and textures and brilliance and gold and sparkly light, brilliance and effervescence and opalescence. And that your heart energy just extend out to the sides of your body, to the front and back, down into the surface below you and into the room in front or above you. Mhm. And then drop your attention down one more to the solar plexus. And you can think a fiery sunshine kind of yellow. And just go ahead and blow up or extend out, blow up like a balloon, the edges of this third chakra and let it have flow and motion and movement and brilliance, so that the third chakra of your body is in harmony with the crown chakra, the sixth chakra of satellites, the fifth chakra at your throat, and is blessed by the magnanimous of your heart. So you have three chakras above, beautifully harmonized and energized by your amazing loving heart. And the third chakra expanding out and feeling stronger, that it's safe to be you and it's important for you to follow the points of passion in your life, the points of creativity, the points of creation. And bring your attention just down one more time into the creative center of your beingness, the womb chakra down at the deep lower belly, and the color orange and a brilliant fiery effervescence here as well. And you can let the orange chakra at the deep lower belly be balanced with the solar plexus chakra and the three above, all ignited with a tremendous energy of your heart and bring your attention down to the base chakra of your body, the color red, and the connection to the earth. And let it also be balanced, a beautiful, tuned up, harmonious instrument, which is you. And then drop your attention down through your legs, and as if an aperture opened at the bottom of each one of your feet, bring your attention out the bottom of your feet and down into the earth below you, and down into the soil below, down into the deep waters and bedrock and crystalline, down through the crust and the mantle, down into the density or the heat of the earth, down into an open crystalline matrix of the earth. And let your system join the geometry of a crystalline matrix of the loving heart energy of the earth. And that your attention, your awareness, move to the heart chakra of the earth. And I wonder if this crystalline matrix that somehow connects to the heart of the earth is a matrix that connects to all of the hearts on the planet, all the humans reaching to their own heart energy, all the other beingnesses in physical form and non-physical form, and plant and animal and other kinds of forms, all connected to the heart of the earth. You are the earth in human form. And your heart is the earth's heart in a human body. And if every heart is connected to the earth, and the earth's heart is connected to every human and other on the planet, oneness. And let your awareness, your heart reach out to this grid of oneness. And a handful of us in this meditation today, here and in the future, oneness. Feel how you can reach to a future being who joins the meditation, even a future you, perhaps. And if listening in the future, feel how you can reach into the past you or the past group, and the oneness includes all times. This moment of now, eternal and expansiveness into a void of all existence. a moment of all creation. Mm. Now, for a moment, bring your attention to your deep lower belly, a point on the inside edge of L5 or the sacrum and underneath your guts. And you can even put your hands over your lower belly to cue your attention to bring your attention to deep lower belly. So close there to the second chakra, maybe slightly underneath it. But this is a brilliant centered place for living life. This is a wonderful place to be centered when you drive your car, when you talk to your coworkers, when you do the mundane tasks of your work, when you expect or experience a stressful situation, when you problem solve or communicate. This is a wonderful place to be centered when you need to be very resourced and very calm and very capable. In fact, you might even remember a moment where you felt extremely calm in the face of stress. And some part of you knew that you were centered, that you were ready. Maybe it was even in an athletic performance when you stood up to bat, but you were in your body and ready to play your game. Athletes tend to be centered. Yogis tend to learn to be centered. Martial artists know how to be centered. And this is the place to digest the difficulties of the world and even to digest the beauties of the world. And let all of your attention, all of your awareness, all of your energies for a moment come straight to the deep lower belly and allow yourself to be not only very, very centered in your deep lower belly, but also connected to the earth, connected to your heart, and even connected to your head, but as if your deep lower belly was actually the location of your brain and your thoughts and your problem solving, your digesting, your point of movement. Martial artists bend their knees and get their attention down in their deep lower belly. And they push when they're pulled and they pull when they're pushed. And they just allow a movement of energy to be recycled and utilized in a way that does not create force against, but a flowingness with. And if you're sitting up, you might even just let your body sway a little bit back and forth with a deep lower belly, or there might be a way as you recline that the shoulders simply move a little bit with almost as if the moon was moving across the sky and the tide was coming in and wave after wave helped you remember your place in the order of things, that it's safe to be a human, it's safe to have your perspectives. And as a human on earth evolves, we can find a way to be safe in our hearts too. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we moved through our life and by the time we got to our dying day of this body, that we could reside so safely at our heart as well. And it's good to know where the heart is, where just pure love resides, love of self, love of another, where we once judged or condemned or thought somebody was wrong. How wonderful to be connected to the heart and to be compassionate to those around of us who are not yet in remembrance of the beautiful heart they inhabit, also connected to the earth. It's impossible to walk upon the earth and not be connected to her. It's impossible not to be connected to the moon, to the sun, to your place in the order of things, in your beautiful heart, and all beautiful hearts have a potential to remember this. And the greatest gift that you bring to this day, to your family, to your loved ones, to your pets, to your garden, to your coworkers, is this ignition and remembrance of your own beautiful heart. And the centeredness that you can inhabit in your deep lower belly. It's nice to have a body. Mm. And can you feel the breath as it moves in and out of your nose? Can you feel the cool on your nostrils or your upper lip as you breathe in, and the warmth that you send back out of your body? And is there a way that you feel in your body now that's different than when you arrived? Is something more relaxed? Does something feel more aligned? Is there a vibration or a frequency that's somehow palpable? And it doesn't matter whether the answers are yes or no. But the more that you can start to identify and quantify the changes that you create, the more easily they are accessible to you again. And the highest realization of alignment that you achieve in this meditation class or any place else that you go for alignment, you'll be able to achieve again. And with perhaps even more ease. And your contribution on this earth is important. And there's a whole bunch of details that don't matter so much. They seem like they matter as a point of being in society or doing your job or feeding your family or whatever it is you do. And yet, when you seek alignment, the impact is so much bigger. Feel into the expansiveness of your contribution to the bigger picture of life. Mhm. And bring your attention to the muscles that connect your shoulders to your head. And can you roll your head just a little bit right or left, or maybe tilt it right or left with an intent to release all tension? And relax your shoulders and your upper arms and your elbows. Relax your forearms and your hands, fingers and thumbs. And for a moment, bring your attention right into the very palms of your hands. You can imagine that there's a aperture in the palm of your hand too, that somehow reaches out into the vastness of the universe, a wide open channel into the alignment of your system, which reaches down into the earth below you. And let your eyes just very softly come open, just sort of scanning the whatever's in front of you, the ceiling or the wall. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Oh, and you might need to yawn. You can pull your legs up and stretch your arms up over your head. You can decide if you want to roll to the right or to the left, or just roll onto your side. If you're at home, you might just want to turn off the recording and just let your body ease into relaxation or sleep or whatever segment of the day comes next.